Good morning, everyone. Just wanted to take a little moment to kind of introduce something, not really introduce, but it's kind of follow up to an idea that I had a few days ago. I want to call it Storytime with the Rooster. A lot of the designs that we have on our Red Alpha original designs were inspired, from just living life events, right? And so we have an awesome graphic design team that pretty much any concept, any idea that I come up with, I give it to them, and they're able to bring it to life. So I wanted to share a little story about one of our designs that is kind of near and dear to my heart. But it's right now we got the concept, we got a T-shirt design, and it's a story that we're building out that I'm hoping. Can develop into something pretty cool. But anyways, right here on our website, if you go to the Red Alpha original website and you scroll down, you'll see the adventures of Tito Tamale. So you'll see right here that I got this shirt right here. Baby Star Lord discovers Tito Tamale's secret identity. Well, Baby Star Lord is my grandson. I call him Baby Star Lord, and so I created a kind of a series of designs, T-shirt designs that revolve around experiences, right? I don't want to go too deep into that story because that's for another time. But I wanted to talk a little bit about the character Tito Tamale. So many years ago. I say back in the late '90s, my stepfather he had a vision to open up a tamale stand. We were living in Arlington, and so all it was going to be dedicated to tamales, and so he said, I think I want to start a little restaurant called Tamale Hut. And so, being the kids that we are, me and my little brother, we were like, "Oh yeah, well, you're gonna need a mascot for the business." And so we got a couple of different ideas, and I said, what about Tito Tamale? So my nickname is my family calls me Tito, and I said, what about Tito Tamale? And it was one of those ideas where it just, oh, it's a good idea, yeah. Nothing ever came about of the tamale hut, you know which is common. A lot of times people have good ideas, but then you see the work that it takes to bring that idea to life, and instead of try to go at it and attempt to make it happen, you kind of talk yourself out of it sometimes. Well, so the tamale hut idea might have died, but the idea of Tito Tamale just kind of stayed in my head. And so, they say that the thoughts that come and go, don't put too much emphasis on those, but the thoughts that come and stay, you might want to put a little focus, give those a little bit more attention, because that might be your divine calling pulling you in a direction that you need to go, right? And so, I don't know, maybe 10 years ago, no, not 10 years ago, I would say about 7, 8 years ago, I said, I think it's time to bring the Tito Tamale character to life. And I wanted him to be modeled in a way kind of like after me, in terms of being Mexican American. The his cape is made out of the husk, uh, tamale husk, and his costume is like inspired by El Chapulín Colorado, which is, we used to watch that as a kid, and so it's things that we. Sorry, I had to pause the video. My cat came over here wanting to be part of the story, and she's not part of the story yet, right? She just barely came about a couple months ago. So the I wanted to bring the Tito Tamale character to life, and so there it was. So this is the first, I guess, the rendering of Tito Tamale, and I just fell in love with it. And so I have a story in my head about the adventures of Tito Tamale, and so they're not going to be inspired by my life or anything like that. It's going to be a kind of a like a I guess a backstory to a unlikely superhero, right? That is extremely ordinary. Nothing about this superhero would stand out as far as being hero qualities, right? When you look at this guy, you probably wouldn't pick him out of a lineup. You probably wouldn't single him out as the guy that's going to save the day, or the one that you can count on, or the one that's going to carry the weight, uh, or the burden that needs to be carried. And but Tito Tamale is that character. He is someone that goes through a lot. He has a near death experience at a young age, and he finds himself at a young age, and then spends the rest of his life trying to become this this image that he created in himself, right? Which is what you see here at Tito Tamale. So basically, the Adventures of Tito Tamale is the story of a man, right, or a young boy that goes through life to become a man of good qualities, right? And so he has friends along the way, and the friends aren't always humans, right? He has a sidekick, if you want to call him. He's actually a rooster that talks. Well, he talks to Tito, and so the rooster is actually called the Rooster, right? If you guys know, the Rooster is kind of one of my nicknames, and so the Rooster, he he's a counselor. He's the voice of reason, a conscience to Tito as he's growing up, and helps him avoid some of the things that other young men find themselves falling into. And then the story is just about things that a lot of Mexican American kids go through, challenges that we face, and how we overcome them, right? It's a Mexican American. It's basically a kid born in the States, making his way through, and ending up becoming a hero one day. And so that's pretty much the premise of it. I got some other characters besides the Rooster, and we got to have the good guy and the bad guy, right? We got to have those things, and so I started out in a really, I guess, the story in kind of a dark moment, and I'm not sure where to go from there. It almost seems like it could be an end, or like maybe deep into it, the story. And so, or I have an idea for something like that, and then, well, there's going to be the before the event and the after the event, and I'm thinking that it might be some short stories, um, in comic book form. That's kind of what I'm hoping for, and but we'll see. We got to get some time to start, to start writing or continue writing. I got to start, and build the story, and then put it in front of people who know what they're doing, and see if we got something that other people would, or maybe we could put something together that people are interested in and like. Anyways, the story is it's important enough to me to talk about it, and hopefully one day we can put it on paper, and print it, and see where it goes. But anyways, just wanted to share the backstory to this design, the Adventures of Tito Tamale. We're hoping to one day turn it into an actual story that you can read and that you can share with with your kids, and with your family, and I'm hoping that it'll be a story that will live long after I pass away. But we got to get going. We got to get busy writing it, right? Anyways, that's it. Hope you have a good day, and we'll see you next time for Story Time with the Rooster.